So I think we are live. Hopefully all of you folks can hear me. Listen, guys, if you can hear me okay, I'm trying to stall a little bit because people are still coming. A lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people are possibly coming on late. So if you can hear me okay, if you don't mind, I don't want to be rude now, but I want to check my other monitor over here and make sure that you guys can hear me because I'm doing something a little bit different tonight. So give me a second, folks. One second, guys. One second, guys. Okay, so can everybody hear me okay? One second, folks. Okay, perfect. So just for my own sanity, can somebody just post again if you can hear me okay? I'm a little bit nervous tonight. So Miles is nervous? Yes. So just give me a Y if you can hear me nice and clear. And then I'll tell you what's up. I know the chat's a little bit slow, so I'm just looking for somebody just to say, yes, Miles, we can hear you. Perfect. Thank you, guys. The chat was moving kind of quick, so I kind of missed everything. We're going to start, folks, in about 30 seconds. I mean, we really haven't started yet. Again, guys, all I can say is, and folks, here's what's really cool. Everybody here should be on my Project Freedom Mastermind team. Maybe some people snuck in, or maybe you're a partner of somebody, so you don't know how we do things. You don't know who I am. Everybody should know who I am. I'm going to introduce myself in just a second. We're kind of getting warmed up, and I'm looking down at the chat because we've never had so many people on a hangout, on a webinar before. It's really great to see those numbers. And the funny thing is, guys, what I'm trying to tell you folks is what I'm going to share with you tonight, it's going to put you in a position to do some things. And I can't wait. I can't wait until your phone is blowing up, your email's blowing up. Maybe you're trying to do a hangout. I'll be doing it with you. And people are contacting you at the last minute. 2 minutes before the hangout, people are contacting you. Hey, Miles, can I be invited to the hangout? I've been talking about this for 2.5 days. People contacted me at the very last minute. It's all good, folks, but I just find it amusing how people operate. And then get this, folks. And we're going to jump right into the webinar right away. Get this. I'm stalling for time because I see people coming on late. Get this, guys. So my partner, okay, this guy is an 8-figure earner. He's an 8-figure earner. Is he 5, 3? My math right? He's an 8-figure earner, guys, and I've been trying to get a hold of him all day. I know he's really busy, just like I am. Both of us are really cranking up this business. So, I couldn't get a hold of him all day. And again, I was trying to reach him on Skype. If I would have texted him, he would have got back to me right away. So he finally gets back to me like 10 of 8. And I'm saying to myself, no, not now. I'm getting ready to do a hangout in like 10 minutes. So it's just weird, folks, the way things are happening, And again, I want to give you guys, I want to pre-frame you folks and give you a little preamble because, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, after this hangout is over, my wife and I are going to be jumping on a plane. We're going to be heading out to Los Angeles, and we won't be back until Monday. Now, having said that, it's like what I'm going to share with you tonight, you folks are going to get very excited, and you're going to want to get a hold of me right away. And you will. You will. I'm going to let you know our schedule. I'm telling you up front that, there will be times during the weekend where you won't be able to reach me. Don't panic. I will get back to you. Okay. We'll be back home on Monday. What can I say? The timing is not the greatest because normally with what I'm doing tonight, what I'm going to share with you folks, I would not be going anywhere. I would be chained to my desk because I know, folks, I know that probably 95% of you are going to want to lock arms with us. I know that. Not all of you. And personally, I've been in this business long enough where I know that this maybe is not for all of you. So, and you heard me talk about that in my Facebook post. We'll talk more about that. But it looks like we have a good number of people now on the Hangout, folks. So I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. We're gonna get right into it. And I do have some good news for, well, for some of you it might be good news. For some of you it might be, oh, Miles, that's okay. I told you folks up front, all you should know by now, that this Hangout's going to run about 2 hours. Well, it's going to be shorter than that. So that's probably good news to some of you, or you're overseas, you got to go to work or what have you. It's going to be a little shorter because there's 2 versions of the webinar. I'm going to give you folks the shorter version, more condensed. And those of you that are after the webinar that are really serious and committed, and you're like, Miles, I don't need to see anymore. I want to become part of your inner circle. I will send you more details, and I'll send you. I'll actually send you a longer version of the webinar that I'm going to present to you tonight. And that longer version is about 1 hour and 45 minutes. Now, having said that, after you watch this webinar tonight, the webinar tonight is going to have all the information in there that you need. I mean, you'll know if you want to lock arms with us. You'll be able to make a decision based on this shorter webinar tonight. Okay, so and plus that'll give you and I a chance to get some questions. You folks may have questions for me after the webinar. I can answer some questions right on the chat, and then we'll end the webinar. And I will sit back and I'll wait for my email and my Facebook messages to blow up, which I'm sure they will, guys. I'm very confident that you folks are going to like what I'm going to share with you tonight. I mean, if you don't, well, maybe you're not interested in making money, because whether you want to face it or not, folks, money is what makes the world go round. Now, here's the other thing. I might sound a little strange because the microphone that I normally use, for our team Hangouts, I couldn't use that tonight because I'm going to be sharing my screen with you, and the screen, the microphone needs to come from my computer so you can hear the video that I'm going to share with you. So I feel a little weird not being able to, I don't have my microphone right here, but it's all good, guys. It's all good. I'm just taking a look at the chat right now. So you know what, guys? It's 8:15. I predict that we'll be done probably right around 9:30 here. It's 8:15 Eastern where I am, so I think we'll be done right around that time. Now, I will tell you this. There might be 1 or 2 of you on here that are already involved with what I'm going to talk about. If that's the case, congratulations. Okay. The only issue with that is that, unfortunately, you would not be able to become part of our 7-figure inner circle. So, but we'll talk about it a little more, guys. So, I'm looking at the counter, looking at how many people are here. So we're going to get started. I'm not going to make you guys wait any longer because other people are coming late, or maybe other people are not even interested in what I'm doing. So, all of you know who I am. But if you brought a business partner or a spouse, whatever, I will introduce myself really for them, guys. You guys all know who I am. So, folks, my name is Miles Seegers. I'm the creator of the Project Freedom Mastermind team. And what we are, folks, is we're a team within Project Breakthrough. Not really within Project Breakthrough. We are a team within EntreLife. Now, EntreLife hasn't launched yet. It's not really created yet, but All of you on my team, you should know this. You should know this already. Project Breakthrough is simply a lead magnet that is going to lead up to EntreLife. So you're going to see me, folks, kind of like glancing over, and I can probably look down, I can do whatever. I'm really going to be keeping an eye on the time, folks, because I want to respect your time. I need to respect my time because I'm finished packing, but I got a few more things to do. Again, you know, we're going to be heading to the airport, I think, I don't know, 3, 4 this morning. So depending on what happens after the webinar, I might end up staying up all night. So, which is all good. You know, we do what we have to do. So I want to take, folks, I want to just take, if you bear with me, I want to just take about 5 minutes, and I want to talk about Project Breakthrough, because all of you here should be going through Project Breakthrough. Now, the reason why I wanted this particular webinar to be just between you and I, because you're on my team, so I can talk straight with you. I can be very transparent with you. We can talk about some things that are maybe not too pleasant. However, this is business, folks. And, you know, I think all of you know where I'm going with this. So I'm just going to talk to you. We're gonna have a conversation before I actually start the actual webinar. Is that cool? Is that cool, guys? I'm looking at the chat. Okay, so I'm looking at the chat, folks, and I'm looking at you. I want to know how many of you, and again, I'm assuming all of you have been through Project Breakthrough, or you're almost done, but I really think all of you have been through. So can you respond in the chat and let me know how many of you have made money so far with Project Breakthrough? I got 2 questions, actually. That's the first one. How many of you have made money? I'm talking about $1.50 sale or whatever. You don't need to specify. You don't need to specify what type of sale. I just want to know how many of you have made money so far with Project Breakthrough. Okay, could you do that for me? And I am looking at the chat. And you're right, Sharon, the Bob Proctor seminar is going to be off the chain. Definitely is going to be worth it. Again, you know, Sharon, the timing of everything is so perfect because I need to reset my thermostat. Do you know what I mean, Sharon? I need to reset my thermostat. And by meeting with Mr. Proctor this weekend and what we're doing now, what's going to be launching out, I'm going to need to reset my thermostat. So the timing is perfect. Perfect. So anybody else? Okay, I got them. Okay, cool. Good, guys. All right, second question and last question. Now, how many of you that have made money with Project Breakthrough, how many of you have actually earned a bundle sale? It doesn't matter if it's a champion or a builder or a starter. Or I'll say it this way. How many of you have gotten an upsell sale so far? And I'll just kind of look at the chat here. I'm talking about upsells now, guys. How many of you have gotten some of those elusive upsells, as we call them? Okay. I'm hoping that I don't see too many no's. And who's trying to reach me now? Messenger. Excuse me, guys. That's rude to be looking at my phone and message. I should turn my phone off. But again, the nature of this webinar, I got to kind of pay attention to what's going on around me. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take a look at the chat again real quick, guys. Just checking my volume, folks. Because, folks, as I told you, if you've been through this webinar, I got to hold on, guys. I apologize. That was my other. Guys, if you could see my office, how many different monitors and stuff I have, you would be like, Miles. So it's all good, guys. It's all good. Okay, I'm just looking at some of these comments, folks, because your comments to me are very, very important. Okay, all right. Okay, so here's the thing, folks. The messages you posted in the chat section, I kind of knew what they would be, but I just wanted to get a feel for what you folks were seeing, what's going on. Now, I want to be very clear here, folks. I want to be very, very clear. I am not here to bash HTA, Project Breakthrough, or anything. I love HTA. Of course, you folks all know that. I think we're not there yet. Okay, Project Breakthrough. I think Project Breakthrough is one of the most incredible online educational programs I've ever seen. And I've been in the business over 3 years. I love the idea of the whole 14-day sequence. You know, I think it's great. And I think it's going to make a great lead magnet leading up to EntreLife. I think I know a little bit more because I got a little bit of an inside track. I know a little bit more about EntreLife than most of you. You will know more. And I'm very, very excited about EntreLife. Before February 8th, Vic laid out a scale. He laid out a plan how you're going to go through Project Breakthrough, which is stage 1, moving into stage 2, leading into EntreLife. Everything was all mapped out. Now, of course, the numbers didn't quite come out the way we were expecting them to. That's all good. You also know that next month, I think April 18th, the VJ funnel is going to be released, which is going to increase your front-end conversions. In other words, your opt-in conversions are definitely going to increase because it's going to be like a single opt-in, which is great. However, guys, that VJ funnel really has nothing to do with your follow-up sequence in your upsells. We as a team are going to work on that. Again, I don't put the responsibility on anybody else. You know, again, all of you should be on my team. During our weekly hangouts that I have every week, we're going to work on that together, how we can get you folks more upsells, because I've gotten a good number of upsells. I'm not sitting here to brag about that, guys. I've gotten a good number of upsells, but here's the thing, folks. And again, that's why I only wanted certain people here. I'm being very direct with you. I've had to work for those upsells. I've had to connect with people. I've had to reach out to get those upsells. In other words, we like to have an automated process. That's the goal of any online marketer, for everything to be automated and we can just sit on the beach drinking coconut juice or whatever. But that's not the reality really of what we do. I mean, it can be when you get to a certain point, but the automation we were looking for where people would automatically upsell is not quite happening right now. And I'm concerned with you folks because you're part of my team. I'm concerned about where are you going to be in August? I'm concerned about, will you be able to join EntreLife? Will you have the money? Because to join EntreLife, it's not going to be free. There'll be different levels. Obviously, I would encourage everybody on my team to enroll in EntreLife at that top level. Now, I don't know what the price is going to be. I have kind of an estimate, but I don't know for sure, so I'm not going to be quoting numbers and then somebody say, well, Miles said it's going to be. Again, there's going to be different levels. And the top level, I can tell you, is probably not going to be cheap. Again, the way Vic designed Project Breakthrough was to solve a problem. It was to solve a problem where people are joining something or buying something, but there's always something that's stopping them. And normally it's money. There's a roadblock. So Project Breakthrough was designed to make you money along the way, during the funnel, throughout the funnel. So this way, when you've gotten to the end of the funnel, as you're going through April, May, June, you're making money from this Project Breakthrough funnel. And the theory is you would have made enough money to join EntreLife. Well, from what I can see, folks, and I can only go by my observation, and I've also surveyed my list, that's not really happening. You know, you folks are not earning the money you were hoping or expecting to earn. Now, that's not a knock on Project Breakthrough. Please understand that. Again, as I told you, it's a wonderful program. However, there are some things I feel that need to be adjusted. I will be talking to Vic and Jason about those things. It has a lot to do with the elite component, where people are basically asked to pay $297, I think in day number 3 or day number 4, and then at the end of the funnel, they're asked to put out, you know, some more money. Again, I like the way the funnel is designed, but I do think some things need to be tweaked. Now, even though I'm going to be speaking to Vic and Jason, there's no guarantees as far as what's going to happen and what's going to change. The only change I see on the horizon is the VJ funnel, which is coming out next month. However, as I said, folks, that's only for front end sales. That's going to increase your $1.50 sales. But if you want to make a living off of Project Breakthrough, you are going to need a heck of a lot of $1.50 sales. Am I right? Am I right or right? So I said to myself, I'm doing well with Project Breakthrough, and I want to keep my team together. In other words, in August, everybody who's here, I want them to be there in August.